Hello and welcome to Mainstream Media. I'm Saji Sharma and this is Sean Fields.
That's me.
You bet it is, buddy. Gavin Fortification or post-Trump clarity. Gavin Newsom punches back at Texas by redistricting California with a new congressional ballot. Are we just horny and desperate for a rebound, or is Gavin Newsom starting to sound like a good presidential candidate?
I've already told my parents about it. And meanwhile, Trump versus DC heats up. And no, James Gunn will not be directing.
Please release the Snyder Cut.
No, I'd rather talk to big balls than talk to Gal Gadot. And in fact, we have an exclusive interview with Big Balls himself. So stay right in your seats.
New California lines, and not the fun ones.
With Gavin Newsom's new Proposition 50, he'll be fighting back against the gerrymandering efforts of the Texas government with a taste of their own medicine.
That'll be on the ballot, along with an effort to nationalize In-N-Out.
But some people think the fluff is in the fries as Gavin Newsom props himself up to take the presidential stage.
We cannot unilaterally disarm. We can't stand back and watch this democracy disappear district by district all across this country. We're giving the power to the people. On November 4th, you have the power to stand up to Trump.
He's like a vampire from True Blood.
I thought he was giving more of a Twilight vibe, but that's just me.
In trying to build up hype around his brand and gearing for what we can only assume to be a shot at a presidential campaign, Gavin is running one of the social media campaigns ever.
Seemingly taking a page out of one of the world's most infamous social media marketing icons. Sorry. It's Donald J. Trump. It's Donald Trump.
That's right. Our pal Gavin's plan here to replace the current president of the United States is to become him.
Making Donald Trump-inspired merch, generating AI images with the now default Ghibli tint, and even his press account tweeting like Trump does. I did not talk about this in pre-production, but should I do the voice? Should I do it?
I think you should do the voice.
Okay, all right. What's wrong with the Cracker Barrel Keep Your Beautiful logo? The new one looks like cheap Velveeta cheese from Walmart. The place from groceries. No fashion term. Fix it ASAP. Woke is dead. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
That was great, Hassan.
Yeah, I was just trying to kind of...
Now, sure, Gavin Newsom is objectively a better option for president than Donald Trump, but are we sure here? After all, they're both crackers going after the barrel.
Gavin Newsom and Trump have a lot of similarities, but one thing Trump is doing to set himself apart is what he's doing in D.C.
Which brings up D.C.
Chocolate City turns to Orangetown as Trump mobilizes the D.C. National Guard to, quote, protect law-abiding citizens from the destructive forces of criminal activity. With over 800 National Guard troops having already arrived as of last week, with more expected to come.
The irony being that D.C. is touting a 30-year crime low with a 32% drop in crime since 2023.
Well, of course, that's biased, liberal, radical nonsense, right?
It could be. If not for the fact that the United States Attorney's Office put out an article this year touting these very numbers, right there in plain sight, straight from the horse's mouth.
But this is like a BoJack Horseman horse, full of anger and cocaine and regret.
No spoilers, I'm still on season 2.
Well, just like the ending of BoJack Horseman, I'm sure the situation in D.C. will leave everyone sad and confused.
Bummer alert. Trump is also utilizing the Home Rule Act, which allows him to take over D.C.'s local police in conjunction with the National Guard. During this time, he can basically direct them as he sees fit.
It's like an authoritarian double-down chicken sandwich of evil.
I get mines with Mussolini mustard.
It's important to highlight that the Home Rule Act has a limit of 30 days unless Congress seeks to extend it. But this feels more like the suggestion of a limit, kind of like the one household per Netflix account rule. Somehow, I am always traveling.
I was wondering why I couldn't log in.
I needed to watch all of BoJack Horseman in time for this recording. Please get off of my back.
I'll get off your back. And onto some balls. Some big balls, actually. Edward Big Balls Coruscant, a former Doge employee, seems to be the proverbial match to the tinderbox that we're all in.
Swipe left.
Anyway, it's believed that much of what's happening in DC is a federal response to Big Balls' big fall after a violent run-in and carjacking at the hands of two. Guys, I think there's an error on the guys. I think there's an error on the teleprompter. It says there's the two 15-year-olds beat up Big Balls.
Folks, what do we know about teenage girls? Two things: incredible strength and martial prowess, and a lack of vision.
Certainly. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Balls.
Big Balls.
Coming straight from his bedroom.
They were monsters.
Getting right into it. Okay, awesome.
Look, I have to say, I, much like the core of this station, am shaking. I'm almost broken. I mean, even to just address this, I think I'm going to have to put a little something in.
I don't know the sponsors.
Yeah, we'll blur that out in post. Go ahead, do anything you need to feel comfortable.
Did you put that in your mouth while we were looking at each other?
Is that a problem?
No. It was just impressive.
Not at all.
Okay, I can toss in another.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's get right into it, Big Balls, even though we kind of already have. I'm curious as to know what you were doing the night of the assault that led to the alleged assault.
In the District of Columbia.
Very funny, Mr. Fields. But I assure you I wasn't doing anything of that nature. No, I was on a much more noble project. When you walk down the streets of the District of Columbia, you see one thing, and it's the homeless. What if we could take these people and we could move them elsewhere? Consider this: the net. With our new effort, we're looking to digitize the homeless. So I'm going around, I'm trying to get a
Wait, I'm so sorry.
idea.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Balls.
Yeah,
Did you just say with your efforts you're trying to digitize the homeless?
The homeless,
What
yes.
does that mean exactly?
What you wanted me to digitize people with houses? Much harder.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
We're working on VR glasses that you can wear that live stream ads directly into your eyes at all times. I'm working with Mr. Musk to make sure that this is there at every single red light possible.
Big Balls, that brings us to a very important point. We know that you have history. As a former Doge employee, do you think there might have been some sort of correlation between your time at Doge and the attacks that accosted you?
I mean, the work that I've been doing there.
Okay, so sorry. What is the work that you're doing there?
Look, when you have a prodigious mind like mine, you're not going to contain him to one pursuit. Okay, we're digitizing the homeless.
You've said that already.
We're putting little men that are formerly homeless into your elf bar to make sure that every hit is optimal. Mm-hmm. You understand that?
Vaporized homeless people.
We're making them vape for you.
Gotcha. What
if golf was even worse for the planet? That's what we're working on.
Big Balls, you've kind of been in the spotlight in wake of all of this. Could you tell us a little bit more about your political aspirations? Could you be potentially launching this as a play into public office?
Yeah, absolutely.
What year would you say you'd be campaigning for?
You think they're still going to be counting years when I'm ready? Look, you two seem like nice people, so I'll let you know now. Our schemes don't stop here. In 6 months, we're going to have Elon on the battle pass. In 12 months, we're going to be dropping the National Guard into tilted towers. Do you understand me? This isn't a game to people like you.
Well, that's been
interview.
great.
Thank you so much for coming on, Big Balls. And
send you
the link when the video's up. We'll send you the link when the video's
right.
up. And that was our interview with Big Balls himself. Hassan, how did you feel about that?
Quite the cojones on Big Balls, I will say. I do feel worse both spiritually and physically as a result of having spoken to that person.
Yeah, I need to drink a lot of alcohol now.
Yes. Well, I think I speak for both of us when I can say that was mainstream media.
Lying straight to your face. See you next time.